Have you ever smelled smoke, tobacco, flowers, a certain kind of perfume, but there's nothing in the house that smells that way, or you're totally alone? For years, I've had a really powerful sense of smell, and I just thought that it was oddly highly developed. Instead, it is a psychic ability. So if you're walking around and you suddenly smell tobacco or smoke, as I said, even flowers, what that actually means is that there is a loved one that has passed away, now in spirit form, in your presence. So if you've always noticed smells in the air that other people don't smell, powerful or faint, even smells that don't seem to make sense, these may be signs that you possess something, an ability called Clairalience. This powerful sense of smell is also called clairolfaction, or also known as the more popular term clairessence. And these words all derive from the French word that means clear hearing. And clairalience is often linked with the psychic ability of clairgustance, meaning you can smell and taste things that are not actually here in this reality. It typically happens to me if I'm having a lucid dream, where I'm in another location. My body is here sleeping, but I am, in that moment, in another dimension, where in the dream, I smell things. If you are alone in the house and you smell a cheesecake, that is clairgustance. Clairalience and clairgustance often are linked together as psychic abilities. They come in too. So let's talk about this. What is it and what's going on? These are what I consider X-Men ability. You have heightened senses. These are heightened senses, psychic abilities. So let's make an example. If you're in your home and no one is smoking and there's no smoke and you smell smoke, you have a past loved one. They used to smoke tobacco or cigars, cigarettes. That is probably them in your presence. If your grandma used to make a certain type of cheesecake and you smell that cheesecake odor, but there's no cheesecake, that's your grandmother in your presence. If you have a past loved one, they used to use a certain type of cologne or perfume and you smell that, that is their spirit in your presence. Often this happens even with floral scents. If there was someone that liked a rose and you're sensing the smell of roses, that is probably that person that has come to visit you. This is an offshoot of the clairsentient ability. I am clairsentient. So what this ability does for you, this heightened sense of smell, it can also allow you to invoke memory, to feel certain emotions of the past when you were in the presence of this spirit. And sometimes, even based on this smell, you can sense the future. Just like psychic vision or taste, clairalience is often a neglected intuitive sense. And I am here to remind you how important it is, and not to ignore it and to brush it off as a coincidence or nothing. Because those that have this ability, it's a big deal. If you've noticed, a lot of paranormal investigators will tell you that they smell sulfur or something bad when they're in the presence of a ghost. Well, that is a bad presence. That is a bad spirit, maybe. A spirit with not so good intentions. So it's also a heightened sense that allows you to protect yourself. So the next time you smell something that's not actually there, it's probably a loved one that's trying to reach out to you. And the clairalience ability can also have you sensing if someone is sick or if someone has cancer. And this is exactly how dogs detect these things. Humans can have this ability as well.